Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm here with a quick tip. And yeah, I discovered this after doing my swaps for the Rach and Bella crafts, and it was like, why didn't I think of this earlier? Excuse all my inky hands. That was my finishing touches. So I had to ink up. I didn't have to. I chose to ink up a load of envelopes. I decided that the swaps couldn't just be given in a plain white envelope, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to ink around the edges, and how can I do it quickly? So I'm going to show you what I did with the envelopes, and then I'm gonna try and see if it works on the tags. So I took the envelopes, I took a sponge, I got some ink on it, and I just thought, let's go round the edge and see if that works. I actually didn't use oxide, I used the ordinary distress. So I did that on all the sides. I held all 20 and I went round like that, and it wasn't bad. And then I thought, actually, I want it to come a little bit more over the sides. So what I did was I got them together like that, and then I just slanted it a bit so that you could see a bit more of the edge, and then I went along like that. You slant it a little bit more if you want, and that go away. I always get a pop-up box on my mirroring that I have to pick off, and that worked a treat. So it works when you've got things that are all the same size. So put them all together, slant it a bit. I'm gonna, oh no, I have got the distressing, this isn't the oxide, and then just run it along, making my mat quite mucky, but that's okay. So let's do it some more. And this, so much quicker and easier. If you haven't got brushes, use your dauber. And let's do that one. I thought this was a genius game changer. And I'm often making tags, right? That's not working very well, Jess. Come on. I'm often making tags that are like the same size. There, we'll go that way. And so this would work. Sort of have a fairly standard size for making tags. So I'm going to do it on tags in a sec and see how they work. So I've got some tags to finish off. So that is how they've turned out. Not bad, not bad. Maybe not completely perfect, but I think they'll do. And then you need to go around the other side. So we've done the front, now we need to do the back, because this side isn't done yet. Like that. And of course, the further over you do your slanting, the more ink that will come on. And I find sometimes you get loads more ink out by pressing really hard this way. I should be using my glass mat, because then it would just wipe off, but you get a glare with a glass mat when you're working on you know, with lights above coming down, so I don't like to use that on camera. But we'll get this finished. I say it is just typical that I came up with this idea right at the end after inking so much. Days of inking I've done. So have I done that side? No, I haven't. There we go. I mean, I've got all the envelopes done because I've now sprayed them as well with some Distress Oxide spray. So there we are. They're all inked now around the edges. So much quicker. And these can now go in a drawer and they're ready for another project. So absolutely blooming marvellous. I was dead chuffed with that. So now I've got some tags. Right, these two are the same size, but that one's a bit wider. It's the same size as that one. So what I'm going to do is, they are the same tallness, so I'm going to do these. So even though they're not exactly the same size, I'm still going to try. I don't want that one quite so far away. There we go. Come in a bit. There we are. I love that. So let's just go around each of the sides. I'm placing these a bit more because they're different sizes. And then the other side, and we'll see what we get. We might get a little line because I'm doing this a little bit more than just a so yeah, I've got a little bit of a line there, but I'm not bothered about that. So that's that. So let's get the top of it done. Might be slightly more subtle on the top. I'm going to use the brush. So I do think the brush gives you a little subtler look. This is a Stampin' Up brush, but I've got a whole set of colourful ones that have got a smaller head, cheap as chips. I've got a link to the set I bought, got about 12 of them, and it wasn't very expensive. I do not remember now how much I paid for them, but I've got a link. Set up some affiliate links, so you can click on that, and if you buy through my link, don't cost you any extra, but I get a small percentage, which is lovely because it helps me buy things that I need to make videos for you to enjoy and get top tips. So that ain't round. Maybe have to go back in for add a little bit extra that you might have missed, but that's a lot quicker than doing them all separately. Did work better on the envelopes, but with practice, and if they were the same size, that might work. Right, let's do, see, none of these are all journaling cards that I've cut, and they're all a different size. So I did do some holding them in hand. I do find, because I suffer with rheumatoid arthritis, holding like this and inking really hurts after a while. And if, like, I've just done a mass make where I inked 65 million surfaces, and I did proper hurt come the end. I was going to bed at night with a sore hand. Recovered by the morning, but you know, might not have. So that's those backs inked quite nicely. That one I'll probably just go over again, but it's like inking one and then they all get inked. If you're not an inker, then it doesn't matter, but I am. So anything to save me a bit of inking. Let's change to Distress Oxide. I also find, so I've got a mat here, that if I put these on the edge of the mat and I stroke towards the mat whilst my hand's on it, it holds it in place and stops it moving. Another little tip there. So I think this Distress Oxide's working a bit better. I maybe need to re-ink the other one. I was thinking I needed to re-ink this one, but there we go. So a lot on that one because that's on the top, but there's enough on that, I think. He's nicely inked. So yeah, marginal success. So there, that's my quick tip. It worked brilliantly with the envelopes. Very happy with the way the envelopes turned out. Maybe need a little bit more work on this. It probably worked better if they were actually all the same size. So yeah, now I need to decorate those and I'll get on and do that. All right, thanks for joining me today for my quick tip, and I've got to do this one by hand because I've got nothing the same as this, and I will be with you very soon with another project, and I hope you join me. Okay, bye for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe.